Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholo Yamla Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Jachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Just wanted to touch on this Budweiser or this Bud Light thing that's going on with this Dylan Mulvaney, if I'm pronouncing the name right. It's been a little bit of disruption to the red, white, and blue America's favorite beer, man. You know, so I'm gonna play this video in the backdrop right here. I kind of had it on another device. I would have pulled it up on here, but I couldn't find it. But this is a real funny TikTok. I think it's a TikTok, or is it Twitter? Anyway, it's it's funny though, because it's, you know, like the old beer commercials they used to have back in the days, with the guy with the deep voice or whatever. But I'm gonna get it. But what this person is saying is, it says, "This is real. I went to my local store, and she said they haven't sold a 12-pack or a 30-pack of Bud Lights this whole week." Then it goes on, you know, in a story down here, you know, where a bartender was talking about how people wasn't buying Bud, wasn't buying the Budweisers or whatever at the bars or whatever. Let's just get the quick. Just get the little quick video, and this is for a disclaimer for educational purposes only. I'm just using it for this particular video, so copyright disclaimer. So let's play it.
Real man of genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Budweiser, head of marketing guy. Only you could take a beer and make it 20 years of amazing ad campaigns, and this is where we end up. Not gonna buy it. What the fuck were you thinking?
So there you have it. As you can see, the freezer, this person that took the the TikTok or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they went into their local store, and the freezer is full of Budweisers. All the other beers are empty. So people are making different choices, right? So I just wanted to just show that part real quick, and we can go off into this guy. It says, Bud Light, this is business. Bud Light's Dylan Mulvaney controversy hits rural distributors as brand guru thinks consumers are confused. So this thing blew up, you know what I'm saying? Because, normally when people do little boycotts and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, it kind of, dwindles out, it dies down, and people just go back to their regular life. But see, these Americans, man, or at least them red states, them real Trump believers, they feel like, hey, this is an American product. This is truly, Budweiser go with what's it saying? Budweiser goes with what they call it. I think in you know what I'm talking about, the baseball league, where it says it's as American as cherry pie. And that's what Budweiser is. Because you see the red, white, and blue. You see the trucks on the street. They just got that brand. They got that branding. They've been around for a long time. They've been around since Negroes were slaves. And so their people are pretty pissed about this. Let's see what this guy got to say.
I'm Harry Shoemaker. I'm the publisher of Beer Business Daily and Wine and Spirits Daily, and we're trade publications that cover the beverage alcohol business for executives that work in the industry, whether that be distributors, retailers, or producers. When it first started getting traction online about a week ago, we didn't cover it because it really wasn't news. Like you said, there's always chit chat about various brands online at any given time. But having gone through the week as we got closer and closer to the holiday weekend, Easter and Passover, in talking with distributors, there was a little bit of worry, especially in the South and the Midwest, and especially in rural areas where retailers were reporting their customers weren't happy with Bud Light, and some retailers themselves weren't happy with Bud Light. And so as the week went on, there were questions within the industry of why Anheuser-Busch would wade into the culture wars with their largest brand. And the simple answer is that I don't think they intended to. This was just a media kit that they sent out. They send out many all the time. And She posted it on her Instagram account, and then it took off from there. So when it started affecting consumer demand is when we decided to jump in and report on it. But yeah, the controversy extended through the holiday weekend, which is a problem for AB. And the distributors that have experienced the most backlash are the ones in more rural areas. And those distributors also tend to be smaller and more reliant on the Anheuser-Busch brands to pay their bills. And so, yeah, there is some concern about it. It could be a tempest in a teapot. It could be temporary, but it's enough that distributors have rung the bell and cause for a little bit of concern in the short term. This is probably the biggest controversy we've seen in a long time. There's always a real danger in keeping the marketing toward your current core consumer who may be aging out. And the fact of the matter is that you have to have Gen Z consideration for a beer brand as big as Bud Light to be successful. And it just doesn't work. So yeah, you do have to pivot to the values of a younger generation, and those values don't always align, as we're seeing here, with older folks. But it is a necessity. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I mean, it's a 6-minute video, but you get the point. And you see that Gen Z and that older generation crap. See, that's all separation. That's all, you know what I'm saying? Let's go off into the scriptures real quick. That's all. The Lord is breaking Babylon the Great down, and he's putting the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Basically, that's pretty much overall what's happening. It's that Matthew 12. We just keep it straight to the point. Not gonna be a long lesson, but I just thought it was funny because I put a post up on it about a week back, and see what's really gonna happen is, and it's just me speaking as a man. I mean, we'll see around 4th of July, because these are big brands that when the summer kicks in, people drink, beer, especially these so-called white people with their 4th of Julys, their barbecues, their, just out in the back, just whatever, hey, we're going to the boat, we're going to the lake. That Budweiser is a big brand, man. hey, you see them during the Super Bowl every year. They're notorious for their Super Bowl commercials. So if that goes off into shit, even like with the basketball, NBA, NFL, especially baseball. Oh my, baseball I think just started again. So we'll see what's it really gonna be like. But let's get this real quick. Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And this is going on throughout the Americas, not just in America, but it's going on throughout the globe. These so-called white people are separated, and they're fighting, bickering, bucking up against each other on every level. They're all over, and they firebombing police cars. All kinds. I mean, look, if you look at TV, if you look at like different news, because like I said, I kind of tune into Euro News, Reuters News. And man, these people bugging the hell out in all these countries. They firebombing, man. They out protesting, firebombing shit, burning shit up, bombs going off, buildings collapsing. I mean, and they're just in the streets. They've been in the streets in some of these countries, man, for a long, damn near a year. Every night showing up at the same time, no matter who gets arrested. They getting out and going right back to the streets, burning trash cans in the streets, burning cars. It's just disruption and throughout all these European nations, man, these European countries. Matter of fact, you got this guy, well, I ain't even get into it yet, but I already knew it was going to be an Edomite that shot up the bank down there in, Louisville. You knew it was going to be an Edomite, Only Edomites are live streaming shootouts, man. Just gearing up, putting on their gear and live streaming on the net, shooting and gunning people down, man. That's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. But let's get this, might as well just go into it. Let's get Is that, no, I think that's second address, Slovakia. 15. Start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is coming down to, it's going to be real physical out here soon, man. Real physical, because people are pissed. People are pissed. These so-called white people are against the so-called white people, and they for damn sure don't like you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because they feel as if, you know, on the Democratic side, you fucked up their living. You messed up their country. It's you, because you voted for Joe Biden type of deal. That's the way they're looking at you. They already don't like you. But that to go along with it, that's just fuel on the fire. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So these things are coming. Because I'm telling you, it's a ticking time bomb, basically. The Americas are finished, man. Nobody knows what to do. It's just, and it's like when you go out in public, oh no, maybe it's just me being in this truth. It's like, you know, it's just like, it's nothing, man. You're just ready to just get the hell out of here. Because there's no way of living. It's just, you know, we're just here, man. We're just ready to get the hell out of here. Here you go. You got this same guy. Now, I don't know if they boycotting Tampax, but this guy is the spokesperson for Tampax, man. I don't think they boycotting Nike. It says Bud Light partners with trans activist Dylan Mulvaney for March Madness. This isn't a parody. See, these so-called white people, they like, hey man, look man, just sell beer, man. We don't need all you. We you know, why are you pushing this shit on us? It's only, why are you going against the 99% of the people for just this 1% of people? Do you need their money that bad when you have already a consumer base that's just on point? You getting all the money from the 99%. Why would you fuck up 40% of the 99% to just try and get the 1%? And then they probably, hey, look, man, all these companies, it's just ridiculous, man. We ready to get the hell out of here. We just ready to get the hell out of here, man. Like straight up. Because we're in captivity. We need away from the so-called white man. We need away from this man's rulership. Because this is if this man continues, what do you think? What do you think this shit is going to lead to? Complete destruction of the human race overall. If this man continues to stay in power, man, he has completely destroyed this place. Completely destroyed this place. Here you go. You got half of the country that's fighting for their kids to be able to go into the opposite person's bathroom and all this shit. Then you got the other half, they don't believe in it. Then you got the other half, they believe in abortions. Then the other half, they don't believe. So the separation is there. That Matthew 12 and 25. Come on, man. Nobody is together on anything. Half the country still believe that Trump is their president. The other half, they voted for Biden. But half of them is even like, damn, what the hell did we do? This place is through, man. This place is through. And I believe that because some people was trying to go into the comment board and talking about, TikTok doesn't indicate, doesn't judge, there's no, people are not just going to believe. No, TikTok is all over people's head right now. Because there's nothing to walk into a place and take a TikTok and you seeing it on spot. That video of them showing that damn beer fridge of all the other beers gone, but Budweiser still sitting there. That's some real shit. And I already know because look, just before I seen that video, that thing that happened with this guy last week with the beer thing, I was going to the store every night grabbing me at least, 1 or 2 cans of Bud Light myself. Just my little chill out, watch a little TV type of deal. I grab me a Bud Light. But as soon as that shit happened, I ain't bought 1 cent. So I already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I know they're not getting no more of my money. So if there's millions of other people thinking like how I'm thinking, hey, they getting hit in the pockets. So we already know. We'll see. You wait until around 4th of July when the beer sales go through the roof. And that shit's still sitting in the stores. And then there was one lady, I can't think of that. She's a Republican or whatever. She was doing a rally, and they had an open bar, and everything was gone except for the Budweiser. She actually posted it. She's like, look at this. This is a shame. Cause see, this is where all that woke shit is going to. So, but guess what? Your American government, they support these things, especially Joe Biden, his administration. They support this stuff. So they say, hey, you know what? We took a little bit of a hit. We took a little L. But hey, the so-called white man, Joe Biden and Kamala and them, hey, they'll give your taxpayers money to Anheuser-Busch to keep them afloat because they took an L for something that Joe Biden and them administration believe in. They'll give your taxpayers money to them. Oh, don't worry about those sales you're missing right now. We'll handle that. That's a tax write-off. We'll do this, and this, and we're gonna throw you a couple of extra $100 million. Whatever, man. This is how they get down. That's why we need out of here. But the so-called white man, he'll tell us that we're free, but he'll tax the shit out of us and use our money towards stuff that we would never agree with. None of my money will ever go towards anything LGBTQ wise if they just ask me, would you like to donate? No, the hell what? No, fuck no, I don't want to donate to that. What do you think about Ukraine? Would you like to donate? Nope, I don't want to donate none of my money there. So they basically, they're stealing from you every week or 2 weeks whenever you get your pay. They got their hands in your pockets already, using your money towards some bullshit that you would never agree with. See? That's why we need out of this man's kingdom, man. So I just wanted to just touch on this. I'm glad to see it happening. Matter of fact, let me get one more. Lovely, man. This is lovely to me. I love seeing this type of stuff happen. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Because they out here pushing that shit super hard. And that's how you know we at the end. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, y'all better wake your asses up and wake up fast. Because we are definitely at the end when they're pushing this hard. You got a man, he's the spokesperson for a monthly product, Tampax, man. You know this place through. You know this place through, man. Ecclesiasticus 25, also known as the Book of Sirach in the Apocrypha, 25:7, it says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing. And you can't enjoy no children here. You can forget about that. You are not about to enjoy no children here. If you a person and you want to see your son grow up and that son gets married to give you grandchildren, you can forget about that shit in America. That's likely to not happen. Not in this man's kingdom. Your daughter growing up and she gets with a man and bring forth children, and your children, you living to see grandchildren. Matter of fact, this world is so fucked up. This place is so messed up. The average woman, she don't even want to have no children, so you know she ain't thinking about no grandchildren. That's sad, man. You supposed to be, that's the reason why when we go into our kingdom, it's going to be in righteousness, man. We're going to be glad to have children. To watch our children have children. Our children have children. Our children's children have children. You can't enjoy no shit like that here. This man is crazy, man. Here you go. You got to go to work all damn day long while he's indoctrinating your babies about, he can all of a sudden change his sex to a girl, or she can automatically change her sex to a boy. That's madness, man. And people are just falling for it. People are just so laxed about this shit now. Nobody's saying nothing. This right here is the first outcry that I've really seen thus far when it comes to this lifestyle, man. And it's all over some damn beer. You think that they would have been, I mean, you see people out here, they boycott certain stuff, but I don't think they're going as hard. They don't go as hard as they going about this Bud Light shit. Anyway, though, we'll see. We'll see how it work out. But we're witnessing the fall of our enemy. Because America's not going to last, man. The so-called white race and the rulership that they have, that shit is coming to an abrupt end. It's just that simple. It's time. That cycle has rolled, man. The Lord has placed a time clock on that shit where it can't go no further. No matter what they try and do. It's over, man. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Inshallah.